Good afternoon. It's Irene from Athens. Today we are going to speak about lifelong education for translators. If you don't know me, I'm a translator, a trainer, and a business coach. I recently got my degree in business coaching last month, actually, after 2.5 years. I'm studying at the Hellenic Open University Business Administration. I've been a travel agent for 20 years, and for the past 7 years, I'm a translator and a translator trainer. So as you can see, I follow what I suggest myself, and it helps me a lot. First, you have variety. You don't get stuck in routine, and you evolve. And now I'm going to explain why it's good to evolve. An organization's ability to learn and translate that learning into action rapidly is the ultimate competitive advantage. This is a saying from Jack Welch. Why that? Because we are organizations. A freelance translator is, in brackets, a translation agency, which means a company, and we should act like one. Why continue education in the first place? We are working in a market changing at speed of light. Can we remain competitive unless we adapt to changes? The answer is no. Lifelong education. Adapt to changes, gain competitive advantages as opposed to your competition, and stand out from the crowd. What's required in lifelong education for translators? You need to have excellent skills in Microsoft Office or OpenOffice. You can expand your offerings in translation services, and you definitely need excellent knowledge of CAD tools, MS Office and OpenOffice. I'm providing instructions for both, for MS Office and OpenOffice, because some of you might prefer OpenOffice, where the majority, due to Microsoft's excellent marketing, uses Microsoft Office, although it's a paid option, whereas OpenOffice is a free option. Why should we be excellent users of Microsoft Office or OpenOffice? Because the majority of the files we receive are in this format. It's the most commonly used software worldwide, and you need to be an advanced user in order to save time, to increase your productivity, and to improve the quality of your work. The commonly used applications of Microsoft Office are Word, and in OpenOffice Writer, Excel, which is Calc in OpenOffice, PowerPoint, which is Impress in OpenOffice, and Access, which is Base in OpenOffice. 90% of your work will be in Word and Excel or Writer and Calc. Where can I find more information or training? For Microsoft Office, there are brand new tutorials offered here. The highlighted and underlined in blue words have hyperlinks behind them, but you don't need to write them down because it's impossible. You will find at the forum underneath the charity event and underneath my webinar. Right after the webinar, I will publish a link to this PowerPoint presentation, which you can download and have access to all information. So there's no need to take any notes as far as the links or the information provided is concerned. This new Microsoft link has instructions and videos which help you learn easily. And in OpenOffice, you will find tutorials, including instructions and screenshots. Being an advanced user helps you work faster and increase your productivity by saving you time. Why is that good? Because if you have more time, you can either take over more tasks, paid tasks, or you can save time for your own relaxation, your hobbies, your families, and other activities. And of course, you improve quality, which means that before you deliver a translation, if the format is excellent, it saves a lot of time. This does not mean that we should provide free DTP services to our clients. This is not what I mean. But I mean, sometimes we do have small errors in formatting because we are not good users of Microsoft Office or OpenOffice. So we can avoid that and provide an even better quality to our clients. What can we do in terms of translation services? Translation services are not only translation. They include proofreading, editing, subtitling, localization, copywriting, transcription, desktop publishing, and maybe other services. Most of us only offer translation, proofreading, and editing, and others specialize in subtitling, in localization, in copywriting, etc., which means those who are skilled in those additional services have the opportunity to approach another market segment and expand their clientele. Where can you get training for that? You can get formal training, which means at a translation school, attend specialized seminars or webinars in-house for localization or subtitling. Local, in your country, there might be translation organizations that do organize such trainings, and you will find a very large list here. Other means could be online courses, webinars, mentoring, or an internship to get specialized. CAT tools. Why do CAT tools help us? We create translation memories, which means we work faster because things we have already translated are populated by our CAT tool, and we only need either to proofread or to edit stuff we have already translated. This does not apply to all our work, but a great deal, a percentage of our work might have been already translated by us in the future, or by the European Union, and other resources we can download from the internet and help us work faster. We can create glossaries, which means we can have terminology consistency throughout our work. We can cope with various file formats, which means we are not restricted to Microsoft Word, Excel, or the OpenOffice file formats. We can edit additional file formats such as InDesign or FrameMaker or XML file formats. And those CAT tools provide us with an integrated quality assurance, which means we can make our work even better. There are a lot of CAT tools out there. For example, there's WordFast Anywhere and WordFast Pro. WordFast Anywhere is a free CAT tool. WordFast Pro is provided for free if your translation memory is up to 500 translation unit. Otherwise, you will need a license, which is paid. Across, the personal edition is provided for free to freelance translators. Omega T, this is free. MemSource, this has a free edition. MemoQ provides you also with a free edition. Alchemy Catalyst, the light edition, is provided for free. This is a localization software. STL Trado Studio, this is definitely not free. Deja Vu, not free. And Fluency Translation Suite. And of course, there might be other CAT tools out there. Where can you get training for those CAT tools? Especially for the free ones, which are at no cost, and you can add them to your resume and to your CAT tools in order to please more customers and to get more customers in this case, because this is what we want. You may find free webinars and videos on most of the CAT tools websites. They do provide you with instructions guide and with screenshots or videos. You might also want to take a look on YouTube, where other colleagues have published troubleshooting videos or videos on how to learn a specific cut tool. For SEL Trados, there are free recordings and free webinars provided underneath. There are the links. For WordFast, there are webinars and recordings available on their website. For Across, there are webinars and recordings. And you will also find various training opportunities and videos on pros.com. Some of them are free and others are paid options. What would be our optional training options for translators? What can we do to be more competitive, to work easier? You can have additional specialization in certain fields. You can learn how to market your service and how to improve your business skills. Because, as I said in the beginning, we are businessmen and businesswomen by being freelancers. Specialization. Clients need experts because they trust them and they are willing to pay the full price for your services. Why not improve our knowledge in fields we have always wanted to learn? We can do that, and a lot of options are provided for free. You could, for example, take a formal translator training in legal translation, in medical translation, in technical translation, or in any other specialization. This formal training comes with a price. It's not free. Information you can get either on pros.com, where there's a list of institutions sorted by country, where you can get additional qualifications. You can get them through your local translators organizations or online. There are also free online courses, not so much targeted on translation, but you can get a lot of ideas and expand your knowledge on certain fields if you're interested in them. These fields could be, for example, arts, it could be legal stuff, it could be technology, it could be economics. In order to get formal qualifications, you can take a look at Coursera, at OpenUpED, or at OpenCulture, where you will find a lot of courses that provide you with a certificate at the end of the course, which you can display on your CV, on your website, on your pros.com profile, on your LinkedIn profile, everywhere. But you do get a certification, and the three I'm suggesting provide courses for free. Then, of course, there are more ideas available here. What could you specialize, for example, in? For example, Principles and Practice of Computer-Aided Translation. There's a course by Peking University, and it's available for free on Coursera. For example, for my German-speaking friends, Sprachtechnologie in the Digital Humanities from the University of Zurich, available on Coursera. Fundamentals of Music Theory, for those who could be interested in music, for example, by the University of Edinburgh, also available on Coursera. Contemporary Italian Literature from Università Telematica Internazionale Uninet 1, available on OpenUpED. From the same Italian university, Archaeology and History of Greek and Roman Art. And Linguistic Fundamentals by the University of Marburg on MOOC list. This could be some ideas, but if you browse through Coursera, OpenUpED, and MOOC, you will find hundreds of courses, and I'm sure you will find something that will be of interest. The courses are mainly, the majority of them are 4 weeks or 6 weeks long. So if you are if you have free time during summer, it would be a good idea to take a course and specialize in something new and add clients to your portfolio, new clients to your portfolio. Marketing. Skills to promote your business. Why take extra knowledge, extra courses in marketing? Because you will learn how to market your service better, how to create your own brand, and how to spread the word about your services and attract new clients. What could marketing include? What you need to do is you definitely need a business card. You might need to create a logo, which you would like to display on your leaflets and envelopes. You might want to create a company profile at another stage. And you definitely need a website. You might prefer a blog over a website because it's easier to create for free online. And you might want to promote your services on social media, which is free. Courses you might find useful. Digital marketing channels, The Landscape by the University of Illinois on Coursera. Marketing tips for translators by Tess Whitty. You will find a lot of podcasts recorded by Tess Whitty on how to market your translation services effectively. There's the Business School for Translators by Marta, where you will find a lot of useful things on how to market your services and how to organize your business. Marketing in a Digital World by the University of Illinois, available for free on Coursera. Marketing by Università Telematica on OpenOffice. Brand Design by Università Telematica again on OpenOffice as well. So there's a lot of information. What can you do about your business skills? You can improve your business skills in order to achieve better time management, learn insider tips on effective corporations, and improve your negotiation skills. In other words, work efficiently in order to achieve your goals with less effort. Ideas to improve your business skills: education, take an online course to obtain new skills, read things related to marketing and business skills. You need it. It might not be your favorite topic, but as I said, you're a businessman or a businesswoman and you need to promote your business. So if you're not familiar with business and marketing, it's a good opportunity to do something about it. You could get experience also working in-house as a trainee or an in-house translator, or you can seek help by mentoring. There's a very good mentoring program offered through pros.com where you can pick a mentor. It does not cost you anything, and you can get a lot of information and tips personalized in a one-to-one relationship. Some ideas on business. Again, the Business School for Translators by Marta Stelmatzak. She has some videos on her website and a lot of tips. You can learn about management, again, on Università Telematica through OpenOffice. Financial engineering and risk management, which is something we should be good at, available on Coursera by the University of Columbia. Project management, the basics for success by the University of California, available for free on Coursera. Work smarter, not harder, time management for personal and professional productivity, which is probably a good idea, by the University of California, available for free on Coursera. And Essentials of Entrepreneurs Thinking and Acting by the University of California, available for free on Coursera. As I said, browse through Coursera, OpenOffice to see what suits your needs best. This is your business. For example, your office might be located here and your clients are located all over the world, which means your business is international. Get ready for it. Identify your needs, research for options, preferably free options, and learn. We are never too old to learn something new. We can proceed with questions and answers right now. If you have any question, you are very welcome to post them in the question box, and I will read your question aloud and answer to all of them. If you have any questions after the webinar, you may send me an email if you wish so, or a direct message through my pros.com profile. And as I said before at the beginning, underneath the charity event where my webinar is presented, there's a forum. I will post as soon as we are ready with the questions and answers portion, I will post a link to this PowerPoint presentation, including all links for you to download. And as far as I remember, you will receive a video recording of this small webinar by the end of next week, so that you have unlimited access to this information. Thank you again for participating at this charity event, and don't forget to donate at the end of the session if you haven't done so already. If you already did, thank you so much for your support. Let me see what questions we might have. Oh, I don't see any questions so far. If something else comes to mind as soon as we are ready with this webinar, don't hesitate to write under to write in the forum underneath this webinar, or send me a personal email just indicating in the heading that it was the charity event webinar on lifelong education. Thank you, Anna. What do you think of online translation certification courses? Are they helpful? Are they recognized as having good marketing value? Anything you learn, Andrea, that provides you with a certificate of attendance, etc., is knowledge you have gained and you can document, which means it helps. If I function as an outsourcer and you send me your resume and I see that you do participate in continuing in lifelong education and learn things additionally, you automatically gain additional points with me. I really appreciate it. And in my previous work, when I worked as a manager for several travel agencies and I had hundreds of staff, every time we need to recruit, I was amazed with people who do continue and learn new things, although they have finished their formal education ages ago. So I personally think it's a great asset to get a certification for any additional stuff. If you're talking about MA or the IOL, there's another upcoming webinar today on the charity event by a colleague. Let me tell you right away her name. It's an MA in translation, the right choice for me. This is by, let me check the name because I don't remember everything. This is by Gwyneth Jones, and it's today at, let me tell you the time, in right after my webinar. So I think it would be a good idea to tell you specifically if you are asking about an MA or the IOL, etc. But as far as certifications are concerned, in terms of what I told you about Coursera and stuff like that, I personally value them a lot. I'm a fan of lifelong education, as you can imagine. Any other questions? Thank you, Andrea. I don't see any other questions coming in. I would like to thank you once again for participating. I see a good one. Sorry, something just came in. Thank you. At the same time, from Justine. Which kind of training did you take? Thank you for the time. I think you studied and translated professionally at the same time. Which kind of training did you take? Yes, I did take the Translators training at the Metaphrasi School of Translators, School of Translation in Athens, where I happen to teach now after 5 years. And they provide me with a certificate. It was a one-year course with a lot of exercises and a lot of theory. I also did an MA in translation at University of Portsmouth, which is 2 years, and I did this parallel to my work. And the business coach and personal and business coach. I did this parallel to my work as well, and I still study. I'm doing a bachelor's in business administration right now. It's a lot of work, working and studying, but it's worth the effort. Was it a distance learning course or a course in a university where you had to attend in person the courses? Justine, both were distance. The certificate in translation was a distance learning course, and the MA in Translation Studies by the University of Portsmouth was also a distance course. Here in Germany, if you want to start a 3-year training at distance, it costs a lot as well. What do you recommend? The MA in Translation Studies costed a lot as well, trust me. But you can make a long-term plan, a 5-year plan or a 3-year plan, and say, okay, I will apply in 2 years and do the master's, or I will apply in 3 years and do that and something else. It requires planning to get this into your schedule and, of course, into your budget. Let's see another question by Anna Kuran. I'm based in the UK, so I'm aware that DipTrans could be a useful exam to take. Do you agree? Yes and no. If you don't have any other qualification, yes, it would be of additional value. On the other hand, I think it's way too expensive for what it offers. So it might have a greater value in the UK itself. For example, in other European countries, there might be other courses that have a higher value and a lower cost. So it's up to you to decide what fits in your budget and what fits in your daily schedule in terms of studying. But as I said, anything you learn, even from these Coursera courses, which I adore, I wish I had the time to take all of them, they are provided for free, you get a certificate, and you gain formal qualification in a topic that is of interest for you. For example, you can take a course in astronomy or in astrophysics, in mathematics, in whatever you wish. It's free, you just invest 4 or 6 weeks and you get a certificate, and you can even get additional certificates in order to certify your knowledge and to tell a client, yes, I might have a rather general education in translation, but look, I have gained additional qualifications, so I know what I'm talking about, and yes, I can take over your project. And in addition, you get more confidence in yourself in topics you might already translate, but a little bit formal education provided for free nowadays would be an asset. Thank you again for attending this webinar. It's been a pleasure meeting you all. And take a look at the forum underneath this webinar to find the link for the PowerPoint presentation, which will be uploaded in less than 5 minutes. Thank you again for your time. I wish you all the best. Thank you for donating, and I hope to see you around on pros.com soon. Have a great day, and thank you again for attending. Bye.